Hello and welcome back. So Apex Legends Season 28 has finally dropped, and I have to say this is probably the least hyped season I have seen so far. I mean, there's not all that much to be excited about. There's no new maps, no new legends, no new weapons. There's really only a few buffs, some nerfs, and a mild update to Fuse. Not that I'm complaining about the Fuse update, but this feels more like a mid-season patch than a new season update. I don't know. Let me know what you think about Season 28. Anyway, here are some of the updates for Season 28. So the big one is, of course, Fuse, whose ultimate has been revamped. He now fires out essentially a cluster bomb, kind of like his tactical but bigger. It has an initial explosion and then shoots out smaller explosions. This can be upgraded to also drop fire as well, and then a second upgrade to reduce your ultimate cooldown when hitting players with the explosions from Fuse's ultimate. Also, fun fact, it will bounce off of players, walls, and some surfaces, and it works great in confined spaces. His new ultimate is more like a big burst damage attack compared to his old Ring of Fire ultimate, and it's a lot of fun to use. I really like this update, and I've got to say it is so much easier to aim than his previous ultimate. Fuse also has an upgrade that will allow him to jump higher when near his tactical. It's a pretty impressive jump. You could compare it to launching from an Octane pad, but of course be aware you can still take damage from his tactical while trying to jump. So the G7 Scout is now in the care package, replacing the P2020. It comes with double tap and extra damage. I don't really know what else to say. It's been in the care package before. I think we all know what to expect. And that is people spamming the P2020 now that it's back on the ground. Something else that's new, we now have breakable windows, which can give you a tactical advantage or disadvantage, depending on the situation. I don't know how I feel about this. I guess time will tell how useful or annoying this will be. But I'm sure the community will have nothing but positive things to say about it. Not. The 30-30 repeater has been nerfed because reasons. And Catalyst has finally had a much needed buff. If you watched my lowest picked legend videos, you'll know Catalyst doesn't get played much. We now have an increased tactical size, which does look huge. And the most important improvement, I think, is being able to rotate Catalyst's ultimate. I mean, how long have we waited for this? I honestly don't know why this wasn't included in her initial release. It honestly doesn't make any sense. And for some reason it doesn't block Ashe's ultimate, which I have now discovered. Bloodhound has also received some minor changes. He should feel a bit snappier, a bit smoother, a bit better to play, and apparently there's going to be some more changes to come, whatever that means. As I mentioned before, the P2020 is back in the loot pool, and it can be upgraded with hammer points, so get ready for that. And speaking of loot pool, it has been cleaned up. You won't find the level 1 backpack anymore because you now start with one. Also, knockdown shields have been removed from ground loot, and instead your knockdown shield will level up along with your Evo shield, so that's pretty cool. All in all, there's some nice quality of life changes, but there's not really a lot to write home about. And they still haven't changed the RE45.